I'm good. So this is my first time doing stand-up comedy, which probably not the perfect platform for it, but we'll see what we can do. I grew up. You were over there making me laugh, so I'm like, all right, we got some liveliness. We got the Ric Flairs going, like that. Definitely would love to come. Sure, I'll use it. Hopefully it doesn't echo or anything. Is it on? Hello? So it's for them, I guess. Yeah, so definitely next time I want to come with a poem. I've done some poetry back in the day. I was kind of like a SoundCloud rapper in middle school and stuff like that. So I'd love to bring back some poetry. Definitely would be a little bit easier, a little less stressful. Maybe if it was like karaoke, But I would say if you're going to do karaoke and you're driving home and you get pulled over, don't tell the cop, because the first thing he's going to do is breathalyze you. Barely anyone does karaoke sober. And so, yeah. And so, back up. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So anyways, I stopped drinking recently. Last New Year's Eve, I met this girl named Rose, and I got her number. So I drunk texted her that night, and I was just obliterated. And I was Ubering, so I wasn't driving, I was safe, but that's when you get the most drunk. And so the next day, I shoot my shot, right? So I hit her up, and I'm like, hey, Rose, I know that, we were talking last night. I was a little drunk, I'm not going to lie, I don't remember you, but I'd love to go on a date. And she goes, who's this? No idea. I'm like, oh, we were at the party. She's like, I didn't go to any party. And I'm like, but she's like, my name is Rose. I'm like, what the hell? Without any hesitation, she goes, I think you got a problem. And again, she hits again. She goes, my husband actually died in detox. You should really get some help. And so without any hesitation, I answer back. I'm like, well, you single? Wow. So, some people drink to kind of cope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So some people drink to cope. My stepdad used to beat me. He beat me at Monopoly. But instead of cheating as a banker, he used to cheat on my mom. And instead of making me pay rent, he kicked me out the house. But whenever he did that, I got back at him because I was really good at hide and seek. So I used to run out in the woods, take a nap, kind of avoid them, come back a few hours, they'd be all nervous. One time, and I was this size since 6th grade, so I was kind of a punk, I'm not going to lie, somewhat deserved it. There was one time he shoved a bar of soap so far down my throat, I was shitting bubbles for weeks. They say hurt people hurt people. I think mean people hurt people. My stepdad used to pick on me and my older sister. My sister was a little crazy, though. One day, my mom took the keys away from her, and as soon as she turned the corner, my sister suckered her. She still has no teeth to this day. But I was lucky my dad, he's a great role model. He's really a great guy, nice guy. He is nice, but, except for people from New York, he's pretty mean in traffic. He doesn't like Joe Biden, and for some reason, he's deathly afraid of little people. He's kind of like Santa, but if Santa watched Fox News and voted for Trump. So one time, he's got a lot of stories with little people that he just goes on vacation. It's one of those things like Murphy's Law. Anything that can happen will happen. So one time he was in Chicago, and he's walking to the game. He's kind of rushing a little bit late. So he knocks over this kid in a hot dog costume, and he picks him up because he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And as he picks him up, he knows this is a little person, a little man. He goes, oh, God, it's a midget. And the guy goes, hey, you can't say midget. I'm a little person, and starts throwing these mustard packets at him. And so my dad's friends see him chasing after him, and he's, just avoiding this guy. So we like to say that he's like a heightist. I actually dated a girl who was a legal midget. She asked if I told my dad about her, and I'm like, because you're black? And she goes, no, because I'm little. I'm like, oh, shit. That was the last time I saw her. I'm not racist, but I feel like mostly racist people say that, so... if any country's racist, it's got to be the Italians. I've never met a black Italian, ever. I've never met an Asian Italian either. But if I did, would they call it noodles or pasta? Would they use soy sauce or tomato sauce? Rice or risotto? So, you can't always think that because you go to church, you're a nice person. I went to Bible camp once, And man, I'm just starting to get back into church from this. They were bullies, man. So we're already out in the cabin. The plumbing's all bad. And I go to the bathroom. So I clog the toilet, right? And these kids, I mean, they're calling me Clogger. And it's cool having a nickname, but that's not one you want, right? And it's cool when we're in the dorm or whatever. I'm like, yeah, guys, but chill out. So I'm flirting with some girls like you do at Bible camp. And they're like, hey, Clogger. But I still got a little game, so I just go, yeah, you know, I got a jig. Thank you, guys.
Okay, check out my man's, all right? Shane is an upspringer writer and a comedian who is new to the comedy scene, but eager to break through. Working as a realtor and a bartender for a day job while I figure out how I'm living on my creativity. Sick in the head, sick in the bed.
Thank you guys so much, and you can find me on I'mNotMoodyBlack.com. And for real, my name's Shane D. That's me. So you can get me on Instagram at Shane D. That's me. TikTok. My YouTube actually is not named that, but I'm about to just rename it so they're all the same. And if we want to donate, my Venmo's at Shane D. That's me as well. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.